Wow, that's funny. After my last video, I did get a reply, by the way, which I find really ironic. This is from Brian Tobin, Mayor of City of Cortland. There are a couple of inaccuracies in your statements. No, I thought my statements were very accurate, and I don't see any inaccuracies in them all. Also, you're advocating that people paint the curbs blue, which can be confusing because blue curbs is also an indicator of parking for people with disabilities. Well, you know what? When people with disabilities park in front of the blue curb, whether it's a handicap spot or not, at least they know they're in an area where they're going to be safe. Straight up. Straight up. They're going to be in an area where they know they're going to be safe. I'm happy to meet with you to explain things. Let me know if you'd like to meet. Mr. Tobin, you don't need to explain nothing to me. What you need to do is explain to me why you left Black Lives Matter on Main Street. Why you fought for the thin blue lines message to be painted on Main Street. Beside that, that would be one thing that you really should describe, because that would be like the ultimate way to fucking make this program work. No, this one's not going to be kid friendly because this guy's pissing me off. He really is pissing me off. I asked him to remove Black Lives Matter mural on Main Street. He refused. There are no inaccuracies. You're lucky I moved out of the city area because you would have had a fight in your hands trying to make that sixth term. If people with disabilities can't determine the difference between where it is safe to park and not, at least they will know they parked in front of a house that supports the police, not a partisan anti-group. They will be safe. Show me one homeowner in the city of Cortland who bought extra property there to further their family's fortune. Better yet, show me one whose finances are better off by your choices. You can't. People live for free in the one area in the highest rent, which is South Ave, that owns property, pays land taxes, school taxes, near state income taxes, and any proceeds, and insurance that can afford a freeloader. Yes, that's what I called them. That's what they are. When they can live for free on someone else's property, they're a goddamn freeloader. I don't care how you care about it. This isn't the 1800s anymore. We're simply maintaining the property for 5 years says you own it. It doesn't work that way anymore. Sure, I can't run against you. That's pretty obvious. I don't live in City of Cortland anymore. I moved out of City of Cortland 7 years ago for a reason. I didn't feel safe in my own home. I have top-notch security systems in place and actually have a degree in creating them. You're changing the view of the city has endangered those who can't afford to purchase a home. You've endangered those who can't afford to move away from the South End. But to think you put policies in place to make it so that those who try to make life better for others in jeopardy is beyond repulsive. Sir, you can't give somebody a free way to stay into a house where they're not paying rent when the person that owns the house has to pay the taxes, has to pay the insurance, has to pay the mortgage payment on that house. You can't do that. You have to make that so that they have to be able to live. The people, I'm not talking about the people in the house, I'm talking about the people outside the house that actually bought the frickin' property. You can't make it so they can actually survive. You're going to take their own personal house, the roof over their head, right out from underneath them, because you're letting somebody live in their frickin' apartment for free? Seriously, is that what you think this country is about? Is that what you think this city is about? Do you think that's what this county is about? Because I can guarantee you that's not what it's about. You can't make somebody pay for somebody else's deficiencies. You can't make the guy that bought that frickin' house, who has to pay the mortgage payment, has to pay the insurances, has to pay all the other stuff that goes with owning the property, liable to pay that property money without collecting any frickin' rent. It's just asinine to think that that would be the right way to do it. And again, like I said, I'm sorry, but this one's not going to be family friendly. I don't expect it to be family friendly because I've got a mayor of the city of Cortland, Brian Tobin, online with me thinking that he knows best for people that have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month to create housing available for these people, and it's not just South Ave, it could be Homer Ave. Hell, it could be East Ave, it could be anywhere. You can't ask the homeowner to pay all this money for rent for the person to live there for free. Yeah, the homeowner's not paying the rent, the homeowner's paying the mortgage payment, he's paying the city taxes, he's paying the school taxes, he's paying the state taxes. If he makes any kind of profit at all, he has to pay taxes on that. He has to pay insurances on the property, because nobody has homeowner insurance, and even if they do, it's just renter's insurance. That doesn't cover the cost of the house, that covers the contents. So these guys are spending all this money on all these houses and stuff to make it so somebody else has a place to live. And he thinks, oh no, you got it wrong. There's inaccuracies in your statements. No, there's not. Trust me, I'm a homeowner. I know how this plays out. And this isn't the first time I've been a homeowner. Hell, it ain't the first time, it ain't the third time, and it probably ain't the 10th time. I've owned a lot of property. But when you strip them of that right and want them to carry on, they can't. Because they have no more income. You took that income right away from them. Mr. Tobin, I'm questioning you, I'm daring you, answer this video like you did my last one, because I don't think you can. I don't think you can, sir. And yes, my offer is still there. CROWNPC, crownpc@yahoo.com. I will buy the paint. I will pay the painters to come in and paint your curb. Now, it doesn't matter if you're disabled or you don't want to do it yourself or whatever. Just reach out to me. I'll make sure your curb gets painted. No reasons needed. Because Mr. Tobin is wrong. You think people with disabilities are going to park in front of your house because, oh, it's a blue curb? I'm pretty sure people with disabilities are a little bit smarter than that, but if they park there, at least they know they're going to be safe. They're in a cop-loving zone. There you go, Mr. Tobin. Let's play with this one. That's my rant. Let's carry on.